blend it all together. Hello, Sunset Lady.
Hello there, Blake. It's a little windy out there.
I'll be very windy again today. I'll be back in a second, so just wing it.
All right. Well,
Too windy to leave the stand out.
Yeah, we don't want the stand falling against the car again. We had to buy another stand, or part of a stand. Well, we got a pretty afterglow anyway tonight. And you had the sun tonight, which was different than last night. Blackie was all alone last night on the jetty. Tonight there's a few hardy souls, but the parking lot is filled with cars. I barely got squeaked in with my smaller car. But we've got a good view here. I'm sure Blackie'd be happy to get back in the car.
There we go.
It's a little better in here. Now you know what it's like to do sunsets in February.
No, this is exactly. This is our first time doing February, and in Florida it feels cold outside. The temperature right now at the Jetty is 61 degrees.
I know,
but that wind coming from the north.
Oh, and it's probably 51 degrees.
It feels like 51, yeah, which is not so bad, but it's a bracing, constant wind. I had to hold on to the microphone.
Yeah, it's
actually the stand,
around out there.
the tripod was like. And I could barely get some close-up shots. I only did a zoom in for the sunset at the end.
Yeah, right.
Because it's so shaky. I mean, it's really the birds were having fun though.
I don't know if there was a green flash or not.
I want to say I saw it today. I want to say I saw it.
Maybe somebody did.
Well, let's see who we got here. We got Gil.
Oh, hi, Gil.
We got Susan.
I hope it's warm where you are. And Susan.
We got Barbara.
And Barbara. Oh, good.
And I know I saw another name. Don Whom I saw.
Oh, good.
Your phone is so cold it's hard to move.
Yeah.
See how it's not moving?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I think those are the four names that I saw.
Oh, okay.
Hello, everybody.
Well, you see the surf hitting at the beginning of the outlet there on both sides.
Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't do a zoom in shot because
coming from the north.
Yeah, you have to look in high definition, but it's small.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get any. There were some surfers out there. I can't zoom into them, so there was no zoom shots.
They were on wave runners. They were surfing.
Well, I got them. They went right by me. That was fun to watch them.
There was one boat that kind of wanted to go out, but never really went out.
They weren't even properly trained. I mean, the water, to be honest with you, is warmer than the air right now, so it probably feels nice for them.
Yeah, that's true.
They were barefoot wearing shorts. I was like, what?
I thought they should be wearing a wetsuit on those.
I also thought so too, but no, the water is warm. Yeah. It's just that cold north wind in February. What's on your mind, Sunset?
Well, today we have National Bagels and Lox Day. I don't think I've had either one of those.
Lox?
Lox.
How do you spell that?
L-O-X.
What is a lox? I never heard that word before.
Lox? No, I think it's a Jewish... Is it like a filter fish or something like that? I don't know.
I know L-A-C-H-S, which is lax.
No. This is
which is fish.
L-O-X.
Well, maybe
should have looked it up.
In Yiddish, they spell it differently. Salmon. There we go. Thank you. Gil came in. She says lox means salmon.
Well, I thought it was some kind of fish, but... Okay, something that Gil likes and her brother and you like, and I like sometimes. Pizza pie day.
Oh, nothing wrong with the pizza.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
My favorite food.
Now on to birthdays. Part of my thing went off here. Looks like, I think it's 1773. Wait, it could have been 1873. William Henry Harrison. It was the 9th president of the United States. Somehow you don't think of the ones way back. You think of the early ones and then the later ones.
I think of Harrison Ford when you say that, but that's just me.
Yeah, right. That's the other Harrison. Okay, 1891.
Maybe he was named after the president.
Ronald, well, that's a last name.
A lot of people are named after last names.
Could be related, though.
Yeah.
1891, Ronald Coleman, English actor, Academy Award for A Gentleman's Agreement, along with Loretta Young. And he also did The Tale of Two Cities. Now, in, I think it was must be 1892. Peggy Wood, TV. She was on the program One Life to Live, and she was on the program Mama. I remember Mama. I liked that program. And the one that played the father, Judson Lair, I had a brush with fame with him.
Oh, really?
We were visiting Uncle Robert and Aunt Barbara on Martha's Vineyard, and I came downstairs, and he was in the living room with him. I don't know how they knew him, but they did.
I vaguely remember this story, but how many times did famous people show up?
I don't know. Not too many.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I remember you saying that you were like, hold on a second, there's somebody famous in the house.
Yeah. Well, here's Brian Donlevy's birth, American actor. He played dangerous, tough guys, and he was in BoJack with Gary Cooper. Was one of the ones.
I love Gary Cooper. He's great.
Yeah.
No, he never came to your house, did he?
No.
That would.
But his middle name was Waldo. You always want to know, where's Waldo?
Gary Waldo Cooper?
No, it's Brian Waldo
Okay.
Donlevy.
Okay, that's the guy I don't know.
Yeah, he's a movie star. You probably know him in all these. He played tough guys in the movies. Okay, now there's a birthday today of Roger Mudd, who is American news anchor.
His name is Mudd.
Yeah, well,
Wait, is that with Mudd with two D's?
Yeah,
Good.
and he just passed away in 2021 at the age of 93 years old. And he worked in TV and in business as a journalist and news anchor from 1953 to 2021. Imagine what a long career he had. He was pretty good as news people go. 1942. Here's one for you. If you can listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening. I'm multitasking.
There's a person whose name was Carol Joan Klein, otherwise known as Carole King, American Grammy Award-winning songwriter, singer, piano player, and she wrote "You've Got a Friend" and "So Far Away."
Many
awards.
songs. With her husband Goffin. King and Goffin.
"You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman" was one of hers.
Tons of hits.
And she has two of her children include Louise Goffin. Is
Who
that
I know.
someone you know?
Who I know, yeah.
All right, you have that story. And another one was Molly Larby, I guess.
I never met Molly. I met Louise.
Yeah.
She was a funny girl. I liked her actually. I met her at a house party with a musician friend of mine, and there were a bunch of musicians and producers, and all these people were hanging around. And I was new. I was 22 years old. I was new in London.
Well, that's a pretty close brush with.
No, it was a good party to go to, and so I asked the guitar player who invited me. Actually, she came up to me and she said, "Do you know who that is over there?" And I said, "No." Of course, it was Louise Goffin. And so that's Carole King's daughter. And I went, no wonder she's got this most amazing dress. This dress looked like it was from the 1800s. And it was immaculate. It was like $1 million dress.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's why. Carole King is your mother? You could have she stood out at that party. It was amazing. She was a funny gal. And she was married together with a guy, Reed Savage, who I worked together with all the times that I lived in England. 8 years that I lived in England. I always worked with Reed Savage, a great producer.
Oh, very good. I knew there was a connection there.
Yeah.
Okay, 1943, Joe Pesci, or Pesci, I guess it is, American actor who's in Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Casino, and he was in that Home Alone. He was one of the bad guys.
That's a scary one, yeah. Mr. Mafia.
He's also a musician, and he in his early days, helped form a band, the Four Seasons.
I didn't know he was a musician.
And he's also 79 years old now.
This guy can play the scariest person in the world, the funniest guy in the world, and he knows how to hum a tune.
Exactly.
Cool.
Okay, one other birthday here. Mia Farrow. Let's see, Mia Farrow, who's 77 years old today. And she has, I said she had a list of husbands and one partner who are on the who's who list. Her first husband was Frank Sinatra.
No, that's a pretty funny one. Cool, I
Yeah,
should say.
I think they went to Martha's Vineyard one time.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, they were married for 2 years. Yeah, it seems to me they went over to Oak Bluffs or something. I didn't really see them. I think your father might have seen them. Somebody saw them. And she was married to Andre Previn, who was a musician and a conductor, 9 years. And Woody Allen, she was a partner of his for 12 years. And
They were never married. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but
Okay.
that's how it was written, so I imagine
Okay.
it wasn't.
I didn't know.
And over all those years, she had 14 children. And she also played in Peyton Place and Rosemary's Baby.
Rosemary's Baby is a very scary movie.
And she starred in 13 of Woody Allen's films.
Yep.
Can you imagine that?
I know, I've seen them all.
Oh, wow.
I don't have to imagine it. I know it.
You know it. Okay, now on this day, here's one. Scratch your head. And you talk about the 50s being the good old days.
Happy days.
Happy days. The USA Post Office raised the stamp, went up 2 cents in 1950, and it was 3 cents.
Went up to a nickel?
Yeah, it went up to 5 cents. People were probably
No wonder they're happy.
upset then.
No, that's a big
And
tax
now,
increase.
today, it costs you 55 cents to get one of those Forever stamps. Well, that was a good thing that they started doing that Forever business.
That's a good bargain.
Yeah. Okay. And on this day, the Beatles appeared on Ed Sullivan's show in 1964. And in 1969, in the USA, the 747, it was their first test flight was on this day. When they had that airplane test flight.
Cool plane.
And in 1971 was the San Fernando earthquake, and it ruptured their fault zone on this day. And in 1996, Kasparov loses his first chess match to IBM's chess computer called Deep Blue.
Well, that's not really fair, is it now?
Well, that's when it was man against machine.
How many did he win against the computer? That's the fact I want to know. He lost one, but how many did he win before that?
Oh, I don't know.
He probably helped make the computer.
Yeah.
With a brain like that.
Fact checker, I have to look that up. I don't know how many he won before. Well, that brings me to the end of my story. And so now we're on to tell the lurkers and everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Subscribe and thumbs up helps us, I guess.
Ring the
whatever.
notification bell because we come on different times. We follow the sunset, so.
And at least
Rain or shine. Today we got the shine. Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that heavenly afterglow there. Isn't that
at
pretty?
least Blackie had sun today. Yesterday he was kind of lonely on the jetty.
You know, the microphone stand was all wet, and I was going, who spilled something on this? And I remembered it was from yesterday. It hadn't dried yet.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
put the legs up,
Oh yeah,
it
yeah.
was still moist in
Still
there.
wet. Yeah.
Now they're dry after that being outside.
I'm sure. 5
Everything is
minutes
dry
out.
as a bone.
2 minutes out
The
there.
humidity is like 0 out here.
Okay, now if we're lucky, we can hear your song Running Around This Town for our theme song. And I'll say goodnight, Blackie.
Sunset Lady, awesome show, and what a heavenly sunset. You guys are all awesome, and we'll see you tomorrow for another one. Ciao.
Shines, shine like me.